We're looking at a pistol from G&G. It's a classic with a twist. And we're going to check it out in this episode of Airsoftology Reviews. So in my hand is the GPM 1911 from G&G, and it's becoming increasingly easier for me to say G&G and gas blowback pistols. If you guys know G&G, they are known for their AEGs. Everything from the combat machine line, which is better known as the Raiders, all the way up to their GT, their high-end, and their new G2 guns, which the new enhanced mech box at the time of this video. But this year, in 2017, they have been dropping these guys, green gas pistols, on the market. They have two so far. They have another one kind of on the way, and we saw them all at SHOT Show earlier this year, and now they're hitting the market. This is one here, and like I said, this is the GPM 1911, and we're going to talk about externals on this thing first. So the first thing you notice when you pick this gun up is, well, two things you notice. If you look at it at the table, it is this matte finish. It is a full metal gun with the exception of the plastic grips. They look like wood. They are really nice, well-made wood, simulated grips, great texture. But aside from that, everything else is metal, hands down, and you know it. It is hefty. This thing weighs a bit over 1,000 grams, which means a hair over a kilogram, which is about 2.2 pounds. It has some beef to it. It's not too front heavy, not too back heavy. To be honest, this feels like a real 1911 when you pick it up. When I picked up quite a few other 1911s from other brands, while they feel good, they don't feel as heavy as this. Now, this is a standard 1911. So this is your 1911 A1. This is your base model, kind of government issue, and it has a great, and I'm going to say this, I'm not exaggerating, a really great matte finish on this. I think they have absolutely knocked it out of the park with the quality of this matte, like dark gray, black finish on it. Everything's just subtle. It's all that with the contrast on the barrel. The barrel has a little bit more of a sheen to it, but not too much. But everything else is basically finished really nice, and it's one of those things you really have to see up close to appreciate. Continuing with the look, we're looking at trademarks. They do have all of their trademarks all over it, but since they have them etched into here, not laser, but like actually part of the slide, like in there deep, really subtle. They look good. In fact, if you kind of glance at it right here, you really can't see them until I kind of hold the light just right. And I'm glad they did that. It gives it that classic look, but it still has their logo on it, so you know it's their pistol. Like I said, it's got a good weight, good balance to it, and it has all the features you're going to expect from a 1911. It has the grip safety here that is fully functional, a nice big hammer that comes down, a good dovetail to prevent that dreaded webbing bite here that you get with a lot of 1911s. And like a standard 1911, it is pretty basic, but it's supposed to be basic. You have your standard magazine here. It comes out with a mag release, only set up for the left-hand side. So this is a righty-only pistol. Slide release is also on the left-hand side. Everything you would find on a normal, like I said, 1911. Also, sights are integrated into the slide here. They're all that. They are basic sights. Nothing fancy here. Again, government issue, so a little notch in the back, a little post in the front. No white dots. Again, sticking with the classic theme. Rounding out the externals here, we do have the trigger. It's got a great texture to it. Good grip on it, as well as the same texture you're going to find on the slide release and the magazine release as well, and the safety. And it's nice and smooth here. It's just like, on the standard 1911. Nothing cut out for lighting on that. And like I said, there is a safety here in the back. It is set up, again, just for you righties, just like the real one, and only is functional when the hammer is back. You can pull it up. It'll prevent you from pulling the trigger, even if the grip safety is depressed. All right, moving on to internals, and we're going to talk about the magazine here as well, because it's kind of the internal part. First off, the barrel itself is beveled. First thing you notice here, in a lot of pistols, you don't see a beveled barrel, meaning it actually kind of bevels out the end. It is brass inside there. Inside here, too, you have the green G&G bucking. You're finding that in all of their pistols, as well as the green seals here on top of the magazine. It's kind of their signature for their pistols. It's the same material I believe they use in their green buckings as well on their AEGs, which is actually a really well-known bucking. So you're looking at a high-quality material there for the seal, and of course for the bucking inside the pistol. For the hop-up, hop-up is fully adjustable like you would normally find it. Slide off, make the adjustment, put the slide back on. This one you just post it right off. Same way you take off any 1911. Also inside is their rotating whirl valve, so that actually it spins the way their valve system. It's something I talked about in SHOT Show, and I'll actually put a link over here in the corner for that video video if you want to see me discuss it more. But in short, the reason they did it, it's kind of spiral design. As it spins, it knocks the frost off. If you guys know green gas, you ever filled it up upside down, you've kind of got some on you, it kind of gives you that frost burn. Well, what this does is prevents the frost from building up on the valve and gives you more consistency between first and last shot on the magazine. And that's really important here because this little magazine is actually 25 rounds, which is a lot for a single stack 1911. In the real world, this is a double stack magazine in airsoft. So 25 rounds, you can put one in the chamber that gives you 26 total, which is a lot of shots. And I know what you're gonna say, Jonathan, well, that's a pretty thin mag there. How are you gonna get all your shots? You actually can get all the shots out. The last one's not gonna have a ton of oomph to it. You may have some FPS loss, especially if you are just rapid fire shooting all 26, but you will be able to get all 26, which is more than you can say with some other 1911s I've tested with even less round count. Taking that to the Chrono, you're going to see the numbers you normally would see with the green gas pistol. Nothing out of the ordinary here, which is what I'm looking for. Consistency was good, follow-up shots were good, and there, like I said, even through like the first few shots here I've done, no major loss of FPS, which is what I was looking for. You don't want to see that number start to drop and start at like that meters per second. Also, these readings are in meters per second, so you're looking at around, I'll have a conversion over here in the corner for you so you can see what the feet per second readings are if you guys are somewhere with the imperial system versus the metric system. So that's it. This is the new pistol from G&G, the second in their lineup, and we're going to see a lot more. I know there's a third on the way, and who knows what else is coming down the pipeline on this. They're definitely going with the classics, the M92, M1911 here, and of course they're going to be moving into something very different shortly. Also, guys, price point on this is in the low 100s, very low 100s, so you're going to see this competitive with other green gas pistols in this tier. And I have to say, I did see the Beretta. I liked it. It's a good pistol. It shot very well. They're not Beretta, but the M92. I gotta make sure I call it the right thing. But I have to say that G&G really has done a step up with the quality of the build. I think if they continue down this path of build quality in pistols, you're going to see G&G here in the next few years, definitely before 2019, become a solid name in gas pistols. So if you guys want to get one of these, don't forget, as always, I have a link in the description below so you can go check it out. I have a link over to a retail site so you can click on it and read more about it and all this stuff. And if you want to pick one up, you can grab it there. Also, I want to know, are you a fan of the classics? Do you like the classic 1911, or do you like something a lot more modern with like a railed amount of light and all kinds of stuff? Let me know in the comment section below. I will be down there joining the conversation. So until next time, go out, have some fun, play some airsoft, but no matter what you do, call your freaking hits.